Okay, in this segment, we're going to continue covering different types of fortifications, and this one is going to focus on the mines. Now, looking at the mine counter, you can see that it just has the symbol for the mines, and then in the lower right-hand corner, it has the mine's firepower. This one is a 1 firepower mine listed down in the bottom right. You can have up to 2 mines located in the same hex. However, their attacks would be resolved separately. So you wouldn't add the mine firepowers together. It would be 2 separate, in this case, if these 2 were together, 2 separate 1 firepower mine attacks if they were in the same hex. When it comes to leg units being attacked by mines, there's not going to be any modifier. So it's just going to be the mine firepower plus 1d6 versus a 1d6 defensive roll for the unit being hit by it. So let's say these are German mines. If this American infantry were to take and move into the hex and get hit by these mines, it would simply be the 1 firepower plus a d6 roll versus the Americans' 1d6 roll. Also, mines are going to be resolved before any melee combat is initiated. So let's say instead this mine were located in the hex with the German units, and this American squad decided they were going to rush in and try to engage them into melee combat. You would actually resolve this mine attack before the melee combat itself was initiated. However, if the unit, so let's say the American unit here, was rendered non-melee eligible, so in this case, let's say they became shaken, they would not stay or just be eliminated. They would be returned to the hex in which they started, and they would be marked by a moved counter. When it comes to armored vehicles, regardless on whether or not they're opened or buttoned, it's going to be resolved just like a small arms attack against an armored vehicle. So our Sherman tank here, if they were to roll into this hex and get hit by mines, you would just do the mine firepower of 1 plus a 1d6 roll versus the Sherman tank's lowest armor value plus a 1d6. However, when it comes to unarmored or partially armored vehicles, it's going to be conducted just like the same small arms attack against an unarmored opponent. But if it's a partially armored vehicle like the one I have on screen for you now, that one is going to be treated as unarmored as well. Any passengers that are being carried, if they're forced to bail out or they unload in a hex with a mine in it, they're going to be attacked by the mine as well. So if this Sherman had a squad with it that was forced to bail out into this hex, they would be hit by a mine attack as well. Couple last things when it comes to mines. You're not going to place them in any buildings, so you wouldn't put mines in any of these hexes located over here. Friendly units, they're not going to get hit by the mine attack, but they will pay 1 extra movement point to move through the hex. So let's say, again, these are German mines. If this German squad went to move through this hex, they would pay 1 extra movement point for the friendly mine being located in that hex.